Diane, I am so glad you came over today to help me. I tell you, this pond has just been awful. And I need all the help I can get because I have a lot of weeds and I cannot stand these weeds like these things.
Oh, well, happy to do it.
Well,
But I've got a question.
oh, what?
Do you always wear earrings?
Oh, well,
Gardening?
I always like to be prepared just in case anybody pops around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was reading the Bible this morning and I came across a passage that Pastor Doug spoke about on Sunday.
Oh, yeah? Well,
You know, the one where Pastor Doug said that he put God before his wife Deb. It's from Exodus. I am the Lord your God, and you shall have no other gods before me.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's a pretty famous scripture passage. It sure is. That really makes you think, doesn't it?
Right? But it got me thinking, what does it even mean to have another God before God?
Let's go over here to the table and sit down and have some tea and really get into some depth about this if we can.
Okay.
Back then, there were lots of different religions of different gods. So I guess it's saying that the Israelites were supposed to only worship one God, but they were doing all kinds of things.
Well, that makes sense in that context. But what about today? We don't have competing religions like that anymore.
Well, maybe he wasn't talking about literal gods. Maybe it's not about literal gods, but more about what takes priority in our lives. You know, the Israelites were chasing all kinds of stuff, and it's a lot like that today.
It's an interesting point. So it's more about where we focus our energy and devotion?
Yeah, it's more like being careful not to chase false gods.
Wow, that hits close to home. I spend way too much time scrolling on social media. Definitely not feeling very spiritual when I'm doing it.
Oh, I know what that is so true. I know I get caught up in that too. That's a good reminder that to be more mindful about what our attention is on and not just this all the time. Oh, goodness.
Definitely. There's more to life than just the next notification.
Maybe we should both try to be a little less distracted. I tell you, it's so easy these days. And be a little more God-focused this week.
I guess that still applies.
Well, I guess it does. Well, since you're here, will you help me with the morning announcements?
Oh, no, I'd be too shy.
Oh,
But okay.
okay, great. Good morning to everyone at church and those watching online. Thank you for joining us today. In case you don't know me, I am Nancy Elliott.
And I'm Diane Richards. I want to invite all the ladies in the community to the potluck breakfast on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock.
And right after the ladies' breakfast is the annual skeet shoot starting at 10 a.m. So hang around and buy lunch of barbecue sandwiches, chicken strips, and French fries.
The next baptism will be June 9th at Pitts Pond. If you are interested in being baptized, contact the church office and get signed up.
Thanks again for listening and have a wonderful week.